Hi, this is Mrs. Nelson. We've been using the voice typing tool to help us with our writing and composition, and I want to show you that you can also use voice typing to help you with your composition on things like a Canvas quiz. So sometimes your teachers will have an essay question on a Canvas quiz because they want you to write a word as your answer, or usually it's because they want you to write one or more sentences. And that can be cumbersome sometimes to compose that much and to make sure that you are able to say what it is that you want to say. So I want to show you that you can also use voice typing to help you with a task like that. So what you'll do is open a new Google Doc, and maybe you have a brand new one, or maybe you have like a scratch paper Google Doc that you use all the time for things like this. And then what you can do is you can prepare your tool. So we want to use voice typing. We come up to the menu options, and we choose Tools, and then it's about a little over halfway down. We find the little microphone, and it's called Voice Typing. And that tool will pop up on your screen, usually in the corner right in your way, but you can click on those three dots at the top and that little bar and drag it wherever you want so that it can be out of your way. So I'm going to come to my Canvas quiz. My teacher wants me to respond to this question. It says, would you rather live near the beach or in a cabin in the mountains? Uh-oh, my teacher forgot the word Use this frame. I would rather, so that. So my teacher wants me to write at least one sentence, and she wants me to use this sentence frame. So I'll think about my answer, and then I'll come over to my Google Doc, and I'll use the voice typing tool. Again, to get to it, you use from the menu options. You find the word Tools. A little over halfway down, we have voice typing. And I made it disappear. All right, so now I have thought about my answer. I'm gonna click on the microphone, and I'm gonna speak what it is I would want to say using that sentence frame my teacher gave me. I would rather have a cabin in the mountains so that I could spend time in the mountains where it's very beautiful to me, and also be able to enjoy the quiet and solitude of the mountains, period. Now, if I was typing this, I might not be able to spell a word like solitude, but when I speak it, then I can have the computer spell it for me, and so that's very nice. Notice it capitalized solitude. Solitude is the name of a mountain resort not far from where I live, so it knows that, and it's trying to use that if that's what I wanted to. But I don't want a capital. I want lowercase because I'm not talking about the resort. So you'll want to read back through to make sure that Google didn't misunderstand you. You can also, as I've shown you in another video, you can highlight what you just wrote and then use your Read Aloud extension to have the computer read it back to you so you can hear what it sounds like.
I would rather have a cabin in the mountains so that I could spend time in the mountains where it's very beautiful to me and also be able to enjoy the quiet and solitude of the mountains.
Okay, that sounds like what I wanted to say, and I don't need to make any changes. So what I'm going to do is, now that it's highlighted, or if I need to highlight it again, so I drag my mouse while I keep one of my fingers pressed down on the trackpad. I drag to highlight, and then if I'm using a PC or a Chromebook, I'm going to find Control, which is usually CTRL instead of spelled out. So I'll find the button that says Control or CTRL, hold it down, and then press the letter C for cat at the same time. And then I go back to my Canvas quiz, and I click inside the box where I want this to be entered, and then I find Control and V as in victory. If I'm using an Apple product, I don't have a button that says Control. I have a button that says Command with some kind of like squiggly formation on there. So I click Command or Control and then V as in victory at the same time because I am victorious. I just pasted that into my Canvas quiz. So I'm ready to move on to the rest of my quiz. I could do the same thing with my next essay question. Would you rather have a cabinet full of chocolate or a cabinet full of sour candy? Use this sentence frame. I would rather because. So I can come back over here. I don't need to save this, so I could type over the top of it, or I could just enter down or return down into a new space so that I can go back to that text if I need to. And I will respond to that question. I've already forgotten it. Would you rather have a cabinet full of chocolate or a cabinet full of sour candy? I would rather have a cabinet full of chocolate because chocolate is my favorite kind of treat, And it also helps me feel a little bit better when I'm stressed out, period. So again, I can have the computer read it back to me, so I can use a read aloud extension. I have this one installed.
I would rather have a cabinet full of chocolate because chocolate is my favorite kind of treat, and it also helps me feel a little bit better when I'm stressed out.
All right, that's what I wanted to say. It didn't have any kind of weird word substitutions, and then I can go back and fix it. If I wanted to add to what I said, I could just click my cursor wherever I wanted to add something and then speak some more. So if I wanted to say something else about this sentence, I could insert it. I could change this to say, because chocolate is my favorite kind of treat, I could say, because chocolate is the only treat I really enjoy. And you'll see that it changed it. Of course, it started with a capital because it thought I wanted to start a new sentence. I make that little change, and then I can copy this, and then Control C to copy, or I could highlight it, and then Control C to copy. Click back into my Canvas quiz, click into the box where I want it to be, and then Control or Command V to paste it. So again, I wanted to show you how you can use the voice typing tool. It's really handy in Google Docs. I love that we can use it in Google Docs. We don't yet have it in Canvas. I probably will have that in Canvas in the next year or two, but right now it's not in there. In the meantime, I'm going to have to open a Google Doc to use a tool like voice typing, and then I can copy and paste what I've composed using voice typing into my Canvas quiz. Make sure you use these digital tools to support you so that you can communicate what it is that you want to say, and so that you can get all the credit that you deserve for the knowledge that you have and the ability you have for what it is that you are tasked to do on your assignments. Thanks for watching.